This is Orlando Wilson, and what I want to talk about in this video is gold scams. I'm approached regularly by people that's been scammed out of money when they're looking to buy gold bullion. If somebody approaches you online, or if you find somebody online that claims to be selling gold bullion at discount prices, it's a scam. One of the big countries for this at the moment is Mali. What usually happens with the Mali scams is you'll be shown videos online of blocks of gold, etc., with your name written on a piece of paper. It's your gold, you can have it at a discount. The scam is the sellers tell the buyers you don't have to pay for the gold yet, you just have to pay the shipping fee. And when it gets to a refinery in your location or in a certain European location, once it's all checked out, there's legitimate gold, then we'll do the deal. These scammers are just after the transportation fee. Even though they could be promising you 50 kilograms worth of gold, if they can make a few $1,000s off you for a transportation fee, a fake transportation fee, then that's a good payday for them. In Mali, that's big money. I've had, in Mali alone, I remember one investigation we done there. We sent guys to the location of the office where this gold was, where it's going to be tested, etc. It didn't exist. And we're trying to tell the client, we've got guys live streaming that this is the location, this is the address, the non-existent address you gave us. This is it, it doesn't exist. Live streaming the video to these people that lost about $15,000. There's gold scams coming out from Africa and Latin America and Asia. The general rule is don't believe anything anybody says to you online. I've had it where one client bought gold out of Congo, and I take it this was shady gold. They were told it was a discount, and they're stupid. It's back down to everybody wants to be a gangster, everybody wants to make a deal, right? So they thought they were buying conflict gold at a discount price, and they actually saw the gold in Tanzania. They went to Tanzania, they saw the gold bars, and that was it. They gave the money, it was their gold, they're going to take a percentage of it when it gets to, I think it was going to Qatar. As soon as they said goodbye to the gold, they never saw it again, or their money, it disappeared. A lot of people will sell. It'd be quite easy for you to turn up in one of these locations and for a scammer to show you a gold bar and a dozen other lead bars that's painted in gold. This is your gold. Give us the money, we'll deliver it to a refinery in UAE, and we'll go 50-50 on the money. You just have to pay the transportation fee. And people believe, especially when they build up a relationship with the scammer, that yes, they're going to make big money. In reality, all they're doing is losing their transportation fee. And if the gold is real, they're just paying it to be transported, and they'll never see any profit from it again. The gold business is a very, how can I put it? I'll say specialist business. It's a very specialist business, and those that tend to deal in it are very legitimately. It's a very tight-knit business. If you think you're going to make money, quick money, big money out of buying gold online from people you've never met, I'll say you're completely stupid. I know people that's been in the business for a long time, and they've still had problems where they've gone, verified shipments, and the shipments just disappear. the shipments are never shipped once they pay the deposits. They're losing the deposits and not losing the whole money, but they lose money all the time. So this is where, if you're looking to buy gold bullion, you have to be very, very careful. If you're not experienced in that world, I would say avoid that world, because you're just going to lose money. And this is the hook, it's the typical scammer's hook of, okay, we're all going to make $500,000, you just have to put down $5,000. So it's small money, right? $5,000 for $50,000, it's worth the risk. It's not worth the risk because you never see the money again. The person I said that went to Tanzania, in total, I think they lost $180,000. So, as I said, the gold scams these days, if you're not in that business, stay out of it. If you're in that business, make sure you do your due diligence 200%. And don't believe any of these schemes or scams where they say you just have to pay the transportation. You will never see your money again. Even if they provide you, and I've seen documentation, the scammers will provide you with all the customs papers, all the documentation, all the company papers. They have tons of this stuff. Copies of passports, etc., etc. I've had people come to me with files of paperwork of how legitimate the people were they were dealing with. And the victims, and I'll call them victims, are in absolute denial that they were scammed. Okay, you can print off how many different company papers, you can copy how many people, you can get out, go online and find how many copies of different people's passports. It's BS. So with all these gold scams, all these gold investment projects, be very, very careful. And generally, if it's too good to be true, you know what, it's not true. So be wise, do your due diligence, and do not go investing in projects that are too good to be true. Now, I'm going to be throwing out more of these videos with little bits of advice on scams and investigations, etc., and due diligence. Remember, myself and Risk Incorporated provides a full range of investigations and due diligence services. We take a look at some cases where money's been lost, but generally in the case of these scams, the gold scams, once you pass that money over, it's gone. The chances of getting it back is virtually impossible. Some locations, in some jurisdictions, it might be possible, depending on the case, but if you're sending money into Africa, especially into Mali, forget it, it's gone. So be wise, be careful, stay out of trouble. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I might take time to get back to you, but I tend to get back to everybody that approaches me with a serious problem or a serious question. So be good, stay out of trouble, and don't go investing with people you've never met. And if you've met them, make sure you do your due diligence on them to make sure they're legitimate. And if they scam you, you know where you can find them and report them to the authorities.